Even that's fine. Welcome to Overwatch, and welcome to Coaching the Many. This time we're going to be talking about Roadhog, everyone's favorite fat man, and talking about like positioning, how to get utility out of him, because he is a very useful hero. He's a super useful hero. He's a stupidly useful hero. Actually, before I continue, I'm going to tweet while I keep talking because I forgot to tweet out that I'm going to be doing Coaching the Many, so I'm going to do that. Roadhog is one of those heroes that if you are above the sort of the skill curve of the match, you can absolutely carry on him. He is one of the easiest heroes to climb on if you are better than most of the people in the game, because you just punish mistakes. And when you see the mistakes, like I played a very illuminating game not that long ago in Quick Play, of all places, where it put me on a team with like a pre-made 5-man, basically gold level players. The enemy team was a pre-made as well. I think it was 4-man, and they had master level players. And it went badly. It went really badly. The enemy team was making tons and tons of mistakes because they could get away with it, because no one was punishing it. I think, what was I playing? I can't remember. I think I was playing Ana. No, I wasn't playing Ana because I could punish stuff on Ana. I think I was playing I can't remember. It might have been Orisa. I think I was playing Orisa. It was difficult for me to get maximum value out of the punishment. So yeah, it really sucked. We're talking about everyone's... Sorry, I need to get this tweet out. Apologies. And it basically made me realize that like this is why Roadhog is so good, because I could see these mistakes, these positioning mistakes where like Ana would step in front of the Reinhardt barrier and it would just, she would not die. And to me that's baffling, and it's like realizing, like this is part of why people don't climb well, is that they don't see these mistakes, these really obvious mistakes to me, and they don't capitalize on them. So in this game though, we're not going to see too many of the games. Too many like huge mistakes. You can see the ratings at about 3,000. So sort of starting to push towards the upper end, considering 2.5k is about the median. So yeah, let's go with this. Goodbye Twitch chat. Twitch chat, of course, we'll be asking questions towards the end. I recommend sticking around and listening to those. I know a lot of people drop off towards the end, but there's a lot of info passed out in those questions. Like Twitch generally asks some pretty good questions. Okay. So here we go. Insta-lock in the Roadhog. Like that. I like that. Don't worry, I'm a pro against you on the enemy team. So we've got to worry about Sam, clearly. Okay, so let's talk about Roadhog. What makes Roadhog so fucking good? Well, he has an instant kill on most heroes. He completely annihilates barriers. He has huge zoning potential, and he's actually quite difficult to remove unless he's focused down, or unless like an Ana or something blocks your healing. So we want to like leverage all of Roadhog's strengths. Now, the team lineup that we have right now is sort of a very aggressive one. It'd be interesting to see what this guy picks. I imagine it's going to be Ana. But basically, like, this is like a good combo. You want to be working with each other as much as possible. So every time that you poke out, you've got to make sure that Zarya is ready and available with a barrier. If you don't link up these two properly, you are basically going to be feeding. This is like the danger when you're running this, that if you two don't work together, Roadhog will just feed the enemy team a shitload of ultimate charge. Because he's going out without a barrier, he's a big easy target, so he's just going to be absorbing tons and tons and tons and tons of damage. And that's going to feel bad, man. Looks like we have Zenyatta instead. So it's on the Zenyatta. Would prefer an Ana, but we can work with a Zen. Really don't like this, actually, especially as playing Roadhog. One of the strengths of Roadhog is we got to get into like medium range at the very least, but positioning is super important in Roadhog, so having the Lucio, there we go, is really important. Lucio is a very nice way of sort of keeping your positioning aggressive. Similar to playing Reaper, where you want to have that speed boost to get you where you need to be. Roadhog has exactly the same rules.
Georgia, what are you doing?
Okay, so I actually like this movement by us. I mean, what would be nice is if the team coordinated where they were pushing. One thing I would say, like, right off the bat, is we want to actually just move this way. And not try and go straight this way. Like, the idea is, when we're stood here, what we want to be doing is, they're going to be, like, if they're doing exactly the same thing we are, they're going to be sprinting up this way, and they might be going, like, straight here to get to, like, this, and then they're going to go up, and then they're going to come back down over here. I have fun drawing arrows, by the way. And what we want to do is try and catch them on the way in, and usually, if you are, like, one of the first people here, if, like, we are the first guy out here, we can just run this way and probably pick someone up as they try and sprint this way, because their backline is going to be scared to run out of that doorway. So we can actually catch someone pretty easily. If we try and do it going this way, we'll probably be running into their tanks and probably have like a great big Reinhardt barrier, just stopping what we're trying to do here, which is get a quick pick and really open up the battle aggressively. So we do it, but it just takes a little while. We do spot that they're not here. So okay, I like this movement of just pushing around this way as well. Roadhog's actually very, very strong in this position. The reason why is pretty simple. The enemy team has an objective. They want to push down here. We can now just control this space. We have a large health pack back this way if we ever need it. We have cover in the form of like over here and over here. We can just poke in and out of doorways. If they're facing this way, then we can just throw hooks out. It's nice and safe. If they dive on us, then we just rotate back to the point and we feel nice and safe. Really nice position to go in. I heartily recommend it. Wouldn't mind seeing a hook coming out there. Definitely just ignore the Symmetra. Like, that's not our problem. I would honestly be trying to leverage as much control as possible over these two doorways, and especially onto this Reinhardt. Good first hook. Honestly, we could have probably just walked into that, got the second hook, but our team is somewhere. So I'm okay with us retreating. Good shot onto the Rhine. We're going to be ready to mash that E button. We should be definitely self-healing now. Yes, good. Now we're kind of in trouble. So this is because our team left spawn without a plan. Like, there's a 4-stack on our team. They might have a plan, but no one's told us. And honestly, I'm not sure about our decision to go up, really. It kind of buys us a bit of a cooldown. Like, I think the objective here is to try and get this off cooldown so we can fight the Reinhardt properly. But we might have just been okay just, like, pulling back here and going towards the health pack, especially if the Symmetra is trying to follow us, then we just try and bait her out and then get a hook on her and kill her. Like, this is just unfortunate because this ends Reinhardt where he wants to be, which is over here by the team. Feels bad, man. Quality degrades like crazy here. We are on HD, yeah? 1080. It's a bit better. There we go. Why stand still? That was an easy charge for him. There's no way you're dodging that charge. Like, Reinhardt's not going to miss that. Holy shit. Like, Reinhardt cannot miss this charge. There's just no way. There's no space here. You are getting charged. And honestly, like, what the Zarya is doing here is just not useful at all. So everyone's just dying. And they have a Symmetra who shouldn't even be involved in the fight, and yeah, it's just not going well. Oh, as we go back from spawn. And on download work, for the love of God. YouTube, what the fuck? Why is this happening to me? Dragonbladed Genji is actually semi-easy to hook. Let's just talk about this very briefly. So the thing with Nanobladed Genjis is after they've dashed, they will just run towards targets. So in this instance, I would hook probably about here. And if we watch what happens, he just, like, he ends up there. By some process, he ends up over there. Is that me or is that the video? Like, you see, he's going this way, and he'll end up about where I put the X. So it's like an easy free hook. If you're sort of stood away from the Genji, the Dragonbladed Genji, it's very easy to spot what they're trying to do and just throw a hook at them. And if you land the hook, you can just kill them. Otherwise, okay. We definitely want to be positioning to control this space, and then just pulling back towards the payload, towards the point, and then just using this wall as cover. Like, hugging cover is just so important to this Roadhog that we definitely want to be focusing on that. Try and make sure that our right clicks aren't hitting the Symmetra barriers. Just doesn't avail us much when they hit those. We should definitely be slapping left clicks into that. Like, this is actually one thing that I urge people to do more, which is just get rid of this. Like, we just reloaded, we have 4 shots, we can just afford to slap one of them immediately into this bubble. It makes the Winston way more vulnerable, and it opens stuff up for other people that might be blocked elsewhere. It's just really enabling. I can't emphasize enough that if you can't shoot anything at that point, just hit the barrier. Because it can open someone else up somewhere. And they get a good wipe, they use Earthshatter to do it. Feels bad, man, because they have a Symmetra, and once Symmetra gets onto a point in King of the Hill, it's a pain to get rid of her. On the bright side, they have a Winston now, which is good for us. We want to be just, like, this lineup that they have is actually okay for us. The only things that I'm really worried about is this guy and this chick. The 2 supports are the 2 scariest things for us on their team. Otherwise, we want to be looking to catch Winston. Like, whenever Winston jumps, we want to be there with waiting, open arms, saying, Winston, my darling, come here. And then you hook him, and then you blow his head off, which is how most of my relationships go. And, yeah. You just focus on getting rid of that. If their Roadhog overextends, we punish it with the rest of our team. We have a Zarya, they don't, so we should be able to win that fight every single time as long as she has a barrier and she uses it intelligently. We should have no issues. It's a lot of ifs. Hold left mouse button, pull back. Should definitely hook this guy. Definitely hook this guy now. Too slow. The reason why I say we should definitely hook this guy is it's crowd control. So after this lands, like holding down left mouse button to land the shot is great. When we see that he's running away though, that's when we turn and we just think, okay, this guy's fucking up. Because we can just left click him, that stuns him for a second, pulls him in, gets us one free shot, which means our team needs to do 200 damage, if that. By inhaling, we just given him a sort of an opportunity. Now the team really should have been supporting that, but you see how little he finishes on? We would have killed them. If we just sort of took the opportunity. And it's a risky move, but in this situation, like, if their Roadhog didn't pussy out, we would be in a lot of trouble. So that kind of tells us that our team is it coming in support, so we definitely want to be just looking to punish this Reinhardt. And we also have, like, Lucio healing, we're still in a healing field. We don't need the inhale, we just need the hook. Like, one thing that people need to realize about Hook is also crowd control. This is fucking beautiful, by the way, I like it. Would like to see us just move closer to him. We'll cover this in a second. But Hook is crowd control. It's not just like a thing you use to kill people, it's also like a 1 second stun. So it's like a McCree flashbang in that regard. It's really useful to just get used to using it to create opportunities for your team, and you should be getting used to as players, just in general, not just playing Roadhog, but players in general. When a hook lands, turn and face where the Roadhog is and shoot it. Enemy Roadhog, your Roadhog, doesn't matter, shoot it. Because the Roadhogs are stunning themselves. So the Roadhog stuns himself, the Roadhog stuns the target during the hook process. So if you're slamming damage into that, you're probably going to get some kind of result. Just simple reason why I'd like to see us go closer is the most important thing we can be doing as a team right now is just keeping this Reinhardt busy. Like, there's no better value really for us to get easily. So if we just walk forward and just keep him pinned in the corner, it's maximizing our damage output and making sure that he can't do anything. By just standing out here, we're just leaving our ass hanging in the breeze, and this is kind of what happens. You've also got to remember that when you're using whole hog, you are very, very vulnerable unless you have a healer babysitting you, but you are really, really vulnerable when doing that. All is not lost, however. Like, so the idea was correct. Like, I love using whole hog after they use nano boost, especially on Reinhardt or Genji. On Soldier, it works less well unless you can like really pin him in a corner. But when it's Genji or Reinhardt, it's fucking amazing, fucking amazing. Okay, good dodge of the sphere. I like it. We should be definitely looking to punish this. I like the fact that we're moving around here. We should be definitely looking to try and get onto this Winston. Okay. They've gone crazy. Let's kill this guy. So Winston went ape. Okay, suddenly he's lower priority. Then they just fired off an Earth Shadow for no reason. Good, well, okay-ish Graviton, so definitely look to go and punish that. We should be looking to follow up on these supports. Ooh, that hurts. Okay, we're still okay. We should just be looking to chase down this Winston a bit. The fact that he's moved on point is good for us. We shouldn't be doing this. Like, we still have 420 hit points and nothing is really going to be gunning for us. We are fine. We are absolutely fine at this point. The best thing we could be doing is like getting rid of this barrier so that displaces Winston off the point, so that Zarya can do more, Lucio can do more. Just slamming a shot or two into that 600 hit point barrier, you annihilate it. Let Zarya deal with this. We really don't do well against that. Good hook. Very nice, very nice. Keep on it. I like the fact that we were doing things sort of correctly in that we were walking forward while firing, which means that we get better damage. Because it's a Winston, I wouldn't worry about meleeing, because just holding down left mouse button will increase your damage output. The one thing I will say, like, about Roadhog's left and right clicks is they feel sluggish to me, so when you press left click, there's like a slight delay, then you fire. So when playing Roadhog, at least, I find it better to just slightly lead your shots and try and, like, anticipate a little bit where the enemy's going. Ooh. Ooh. What the fuck? What the? What was it? What? What? No. What is he doing? What? I don't even. If I was Symmetra, I'd be so pissed. Like, okay, whatever. It went through the barrier and killed it, but that Reinhardt should have just been protecting the shit out of that anyway. What the fuck? Okay, fine. Lovely hook, good punish on the Reinhardt. Gives us our ultimate. Their team is really vulnerable to our ultimate. The only thing we really have to worry about is Sleep Dart and their hook as well. We'll definitely be looking to punish this Reinhardt. Oh wait, have they just whole hogged? Okay, looking to counter that. Already happened. Good hook. I'm fine with that. I do want to talk about, like, if they didn't whole hog. So basically, what's happening right now is they're trying to push in this way. Let's stick on the blue for now. But meanwhile, like, their Roadhog has come around here and he's whole hogged. So we made the correct decision in my mind because we have a powerful crowd control ability. So we could just stop the whole hog dead and then kill the Roadhog by using hook. And we have a Zarya to basically make sure that happens as well. So we could just use Zarya as cover and then throw the hook out there, get the stun, get rid of that. Because basically, as long as we turn to the left, like when this whole hog comes out, as long as we are looking in his direction and we just manage to get our crosshair vaguely near him and press the hook button, that stops. Anna gets a sleep dart. I'm fine with the hook follow-up just to guarantee the kill. Now we should probably be huffing. Good. We're taking a shitload of damage, but we're just stalling and hoping that something can happen. And you might be thinking, well, surely, you know, we're just feeding ultimates, but because we're in a fight and, like, someone could come and swing it at this point, like, we have all these people, all this damage going into you is damage not going into the rest of the team. So it opens up the rest of the team, creates a bit of space, lets them do things. So I'm fine with us huffing there. And as you can see, like, the team comes in, uses tac visor, starts getting kills, all that kind of stuff. Because Soldier could come in, because Zarya was still alive, maybe, and put a barrier on him as well, open up more space, that kind of stuff. So it's occasionally, like, huffing during a team fight isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world. It's only bad when you are huffing, like, just taking damage during a poke session, and then you're just huffing out in the open and they're just poking you down. And it's like, then you're feeding ult. That was an actual fight, you were actually tanking that point. Good attempt on the hook. Idiot miss. We definitely want to be looking to try and leverage this whole hog. Honestly, I don't like the fact that we pull back here. What I would like to see is us tucking in here. Because what that lets us do is we control this space very aggressively. When we're here, and our team can support us. It's also very hard for them to, like, come all the way around. We'll go red. So if they try and push around here, like, we can hook them as they come around. Our team can see them and shoot them. So it's actually very difficult for them to, like, dislodge you from this position. And while we are here, we are just super powerful. There we go. So while we are stood here, like, we are in close range, we're in our element, we have hook ability, we can't be really easily focused down and burned down because they have to expose themselves to do it. And, even better, we have this thing here. Like, whole hog. We want to be close up to use it. We want to be close up to get maximum value out of it. If the Reinhardt tries to come around and do something, we just whole hog, kill his barrier, and we win the fight, basically. So, let's go. Let's watch the rest, see what happens. By pulling out this way, we're not leveraging our strength, basically. We sort of pussied out when we shouldn't be pussying out. And now you notice that we're trying to whole hog, and it's kind of working because we got nano boosted, but even then it's not getting great value. We're sort of getting slapped with everything, but we should just be looking to hook. No. The only way we're getting a kill in this situation, and honestly, the Reinhardt's sort of doing us a favor. Like, they got a huge amount of value off the Ice Shadow. It's no big surprise that happened. We needed a Zarya bubble or something. I don't think the nano boost on us was great as a decision from the Ana, but we made the best of it. But the Reinhardt's doing us a favor by just, like, pulling away from us. Because what that means is these targets are now running in to follow, and that makes them vulnerable to our ultimate. And especially with the Soldier 76 who's fired off sights. Like, or just a tracer or something, we just want to be trying to throw that hook out, land it, and get a single kill. Alright, I'm gonna have a slap of coffee while we wait for the respawns to come in. You have one more fight. Make the best of it. We have one more fight and grab. Ooh.
Go. Overtime soon.
Go has been called.
Go, play overtime, please, together.
Go. Use.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Wow. I love the communication happening about positioning and where people are. Grav's okay. We should be looking to get rid of this Roadhog. Reinhardt does a good job shielding. Good job just pushing in on it. We should be trying to cause problems. So basically, So basically what we want to be doing at this point, like, because the Zarya's gone one way, and honestly I think Zarya kind of fucked up here by just, like, rotating all the way around. But we definitely want to, like, be splitting off. Once we see the Zarya tucking in this way, we want to be going this way, so that the Reinhardt can't shield us both. It just causes issues, and, like, if we are on the opposite side of the Zarya, then Reinhardt has to choose Zarya or us, and there's no good choices for him there, really. I think blocking us is the more important thing for him, so Zarya will probably get all the damage out. It kind of sucks for us. Sucks to be us. And looks like they're going to clean up. No big surprise. No big surprise.
Okay, I'm going rip.
Like your new haircut home? Thanks. I ditched the wig. Had enough of that wig. Didn't like the wig. Can we be a little bit more aggressive? I would honestly agree with that. Although, like, there with Winston, like the team just has to sort of group up and you just punish them every single time. Hey!
I'm sorry about the Namani defense in the scrims. Feels Bardman.
No worries about it, the rogue throat. I blame till I killed.
Let me get on him.
That's what I blame for those. Okay, so let's see what happens with this round. So this team lineup is garbage for us. And the reason why is pretty simple. When we turn a corner, like imagine if you will, picture with me, let me take you guys on a journey. Like let's move away. Actually no, let's leave the screen up because I want you guys to see the team lineups. Picture you will, when the fight is joined and like both teams advance upon each other and battle is met. Who the fuck is the enemy team going to shoot? Tracer is going to be nimbly dipping and diving and juking like crazy. Genji's going to be dodging all over the place. Reaper's going to be wraith forming away and being nice and safe and tucked away. Lucio's going to be dancing all over the place and probably behind you. Anna should also be behind you. So where's all their DPS going to go? Right the fuck here. Right onto Roadhog. And we can't take that. This is a really, really, really brutal. It's like my Tracer guy is toxic. Yeah, he is, but well, he's not necessarily toxic. Like he's saying, let me DPS, but that's not toxic. That's just him being a bit of an asshole. Toxic if he was actually like shouting aggressively at people, but some people just don't know how to ask people politely for stuff. He is allowed to ask. Also, I like what we're doing here. Like, we actually get kind of lucky here in that their team doesn't just kill you. What should be happening. We're, you know, a bit unfortunate with the Tracer Duke, but whatever. Like, I'm perfectly happy with us just staying back here nice and safe, and we just work on their barrier, because that's what we're good at. And Tracer can make their life really uncomfortable. And with a Reaper as well, we should be able to get rid of that in no time at all. Now we should be able to just punish this right now. Their barrier's destroyed, we should be leveraging that strength. We should get this hog. Good job. But I find it an interesting decision that you seem to make. Like, that we pull towards the point after hearing barrier destroyed, and we don't just hook this guy. Like, he can't stop it. He can't stop us doing whatever we want now. We just hook him, shoot him in the face, he'll probably go down. So we do get the value kill on that, but like, you notice we don't even need hook for that. And then, yeah, this is kind of what I was afraid of. We just have nothing to cover with, so Tracer's just going to kill us. Tracer Soldiers had vision on us, we just died. We have no barriers, no protection. Roadhog's just not gonna go great. Let's put it that way. The old triple DPS. I don't want to tank. Rah, 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 rah. Definitely be looking to punish this. So let's take a close look at what happens here. Like, the fact that you see this and don't instantly hook, like, just go for it. Just go for the hook. It's an 8-second cooldown. You can spam it. You can be a bit more aggressive with these hooks. We seem to be getting very angry and jittery. I don't know. Maybe just... Now he's being toxic. That's a beautiful sleep dart. Reaper is actually killing everything. Good right clicks. We have to reload. Good, good, good. Let's focus on the... Ooh. Oh! I underestimated you. I would have just said shoot the Reinhardt in this instance, just because it's too likely that Tracer just dodges. But this... Alright, let's go frame by frame. That apparently hits Tracer. Enough of that hits Tracer. Right in the bum, by the looks of it. And down she goes. Beautiful. And honestly, yeah, anti-heals. Like, this is also when we don't have a barrier, we have no protection against anti-heal. We're just gonna die to that grenade every single fucking time. I could say the ideal here would be, like, if we weren't just trying to play Roadhog in this game, which I have no idea what the objectives were, but the ideal thing to do at this situation would be to swap to something like Winston, and just try and facilitate a full dive comp. This is not where we want to be.
Please let me Reaper. Good.
We want to huff.
Nothing, dude.
Ooh. That's a desperation nano if I've ever seen one. I'm not okay with us trying to nuzzle into this Reinhardt's face though. I'm fine with the shot here, but when we realize that we're out of shots, we should be pulling back. Like, there's no way that we kill this Reinhardt in time, I think, before something bad happens to us because we don't have enough protection. And so something like this would happen to us. The second we're out of shots, we can't really force the issue anymore. We have to take our time and reload. So it's just a bit too risky. Good hook. Good shot. Nice juke on that as well. You'd be definitely getting ready to cute. No.
Can you switch, please?
See, now's when you just mute him. And you tell that Adrian guy or whatever to mute him. Because all he's doing is distracting the team. Like, he's distracting me and I'm not even playing the game. So he's gonna be fucking with the team psychology. So there's a Dragon Blade going on. But this is not a good... This is just not a good game for us. Good hook. Hopefully happy with that. If you can get any kind of advantage on this map, I'll be astounded. There we go. So yeah, this is where, like, this, by the way, like, general toxicity and laddering tips, if you have someone like this in your game, don't swear at them, don't engage with them, just say, like, can you, just, first of all, you say, can you please stop? And then if they don't, you go, okay, I'm just muting you. And what you'll find is everyone else will go, oh yeah, mute button. That's a thing that exists, and if this guy's not contributing anything other than, Soldier, you suck, you're not doing enough damage, even though our team comp is shit. You just do that, and you just stop. Huff. Good. If you start huffing the moment the bomb hits, I think you will just, like, heal up pretty much immediately most of the damage you take. It's actually a really nice thing to do. Especially if they're not pushing particularly hard at that point. I like our positioning here. I actually really do. It's just, it means that if they try and force this way, we can instantly whole hog and we can instantly just get rid of that. And if they try pushing in just directly, then we could turn and, like, force the Reinhardt into an awkward position where he has to face towards us, or he has to try and, like, face towards some of our DPS, like the Reaper over here. So our DPS should be exerting pressure on this side. So if Reinhardt comes in, he's gonna have to put his barrier across here. And that means we get an easy hook. Or he has to put his barrier across here, which means our DPS come in and kill him. Like, there's no good solution for the Reinhardt. And if he just stands in the doorway, then we just shoot him. I'd say this is slightly aggressive, but hey. Like, the Reaper should be punishing that. I'm fine with us, like, taking shots at it. It's when we start pushing too far out, but I'm happy with us just taking shots at this. Like, this is what we should be doing, because he's just giving us free damage. We should be exploiting that. We definitely want to be hanging around this area. Now let's keep shelling that barrier. If we get rid of that barrier, it opens up so much of the game for us. So much of the game for us, because we can just throw hooks whenever we like. Hook. Nice. We should be walking forward into that. Like, this is an opportunity for us to do it. The reason why I say that is because there's a wall here. So odds are most of their team is, like, focusing on a fight over here as well. So even if he doesn't die, he's going to be so low. Like, he's going to be, like, down here. If we just keep walking forward, and if he tries to put his barrier up, then we just walk forward, punch him, shoot him in the face. If he doesn't put his barrier up, then we just shoot him in the face. So there's, like, no way out for this Reinhardt. And killing Reinhardt is super important. So I'll be fine with this, keep walking forward. Luckily, he just turns to the side and gets killed by Genji anyway. He sort of just fucks up. Otherwise, yeah, I'm fine with us just keeping on leveraging our strengths here. Like, this is good positioning. This is where we want to be. There's lots of cover for us to hide behind. Lots of we cover two different routes, and this is why I say, like, this is how I explain Roadhog as a tank, because people often ask, you know, what do you think Roadhog's really a tank? He's not really a super tank, but he does exert pressure. Oh, that Reinhardt fucked up. That's sometimes why it's worth just throwing stuff. We should definitely, yep. Kind of sucks that happened, but whatever. Yep, huff. Get ready to hook something. We should be hooking. Again, it's a stun. It stops damage coming in. We should be looking to huff. Good. Winston can't kill us as long as we're huffing. He'll be using that opportunity where Winston ran away to reload. Okay, let's go over this hot mess. So, we do the right thing. Like, when we see that this is a Reinhardt, we should just be mashing that Q button. Because Reinhardt against a whole hog, when he's nanoed, he can't even Earth Shatter. Like, he's not going to touch the floor to Earth Shatter. And if he does, he's going to have to do it to hit you, which means it's not going to hit something like, you know, the target over here. He's not going to hit this, for example. So it's not a good use of his ultimate to do that. So as long as we are like knocking him away, then great. Unfortunately, Anna hits us with a sleep dart, but then we have this little fight here. And like, we should just be shooting this. Why aren't we shooting this? We have 4 shots. Just fire a shot, get in. And there's an important statistic to note where Winston cannot out DPS us as long as we are huffing. Like, he doesn't out DPS the huff. So we huff. He's not doing anything to us anymore. We should be looking to hook, because again, like this hit, if we hooked him. So if we just hook here, the melee hit that he ends up getting on us on his way in wouldn't have hit us. This hit wouldn't have landed. And that could have given us enough of an advantage or enough confidence maybe to stay in this fight for a second or two longer and just kill the Reinhardt. Then we get into this, like, nonsense. The main thing to focus on here is the fact that just be safe in the knowledge that as long as I have myself heal, he cannot kill me. Especially not faster than I can kill him. It's a bit of a shame that we whiff the hook, but then it's like he turns back into the corridor. We should be just, like, okay. Let's just fully explain this. So when we see that he's running away, we fire the shot. Okay, now reload. Good. Turn back. A bit of a shame we whiffed that. And then it's just a shame that we whiffed that shot. We should have just put the crosshair. I think like what's happening is we're trying to be too fancy. And if we just put the crosshair, like literally where it is now, while trying to push back out to the point because we have to contest it. If we just leave the crosshair in the middle and just shoot, it's going to do enough damage to probably kill him. Like, if you notice how much hit points he has, that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So it's about 170. As long as it's vaguely on him, it's enough to kill him. And then we're going to be a bit greedy with the follow, and then we should be just looking to get out here to help fight on the point. This is an embarrassing part. There's in chat. Yes. Yes, it is. But then, yeah, just it's going to be hard with this team lineup. And we're a team that's actively sabotaging itself. And the thing is, it's like, this team probably could win. This team comp that you have now probably could win. But there's a guy who's just shouted someone down so hard that they're not going to feel like trying. They don't want to win anymore. They want to just spite the fucker that's been shouting at them, because that's how psychology works. That's how psychology works. The enemy team hasn't actually done anything to offend this man. This guy on our team has done something to offend him, so he probably wants more payback on the guy on our team than the guy on the enemy team. It's